This interview is already in progress. Thank you for listening.
And stand-up comedy. Now, how do you teach a person comedy?
I have no idea.
What you say? What you say? You said you have no idea?
I don't know how to do it because we don't teach it. One of my other teachers.
Oh, okay. So you work with multiple teachers that teach different things. Okay.
Right.
What's your specialty?
My specialty is probably voice, piano, and guitar.
So can you sing, Chris?
Yep, I can.
You can. Are you gonna let me get a sample?
Maybe. We'll see how it goes.
You ever made any songs?
Not that anybody would know.
No, I'm just saying personal.
Oh yeah. My undergrad was actually in songwriting and in voice. So I've written a ton of songs.
Okay. So, the question that I want to know is, how do you teach a person to sing? I'm going to use myself as an example here. I love karaoke. I've been doing karaoke since I found out what karaoke was. But with me, I can't seem to hold a note. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to end. I think I have a pretty decent voice somewhere deep down inside of me. But I start out using that voice because I know they say you got to sing from your stomach. So I start out there, but I always go back to my throat and my nose. Always. Never fails. It's like teaching me how to swim and I'm scared of water.
So it always starts with breathing. All good singing has to do with good breathing. So if you can breathe well, you can sing well. Because it's your breath that you focus on.
Well, Chris, we breathe every day. We have to breathe in order to live. So, and you make it sound like that it's just as easy as breathing, and it doesn't. I don't know. Lights, music, action, and it doesn't seem quite that easy.
Well, it's not as easy as regular breathing. We breathe naturally, but we don't breathe naturally the way you have to breathe to sing.
Can you speak up a little bit? Or check your volume? I want people to be able to hear you.
You have to breathe from your diaphragm, as you mentioned, your stomach area, and a lot of people don't know how to use their diaphragm.
So is that what you do? You teach them how to use that diaphragm?
That's what I started with, yeah.
Okay. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I just knocked my whole thing down here. Let me get it back up. Get it together. There we go. I'm sorry, Diamonds. So, okay. So, let's ask some interview questions. Okay. What about, let's talk about your personal career journey. What inspired you to pursue a career in music and entertainment? That's not a career that you pick out of the blue. What inspired that?
Well, it goes all the way back to childhood, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I was about 7 or 8 years old, and at my cousin's house in his basement, and he had a ping pong table and some friends over, and we were just hanging out, having a good time. And the Hall & Oates song "Private Eyes" came on the radio, and I had never heard anything that sounded like that before.
Okay.
What it did was it got inside my soul and made me what I call musically born again. From that point forward, I wanted to be a musician.
Okay. So how many instruments do you know how to play?
Like 7 or 8.
Wow. Did you learn them from the church choir? And I just say that because a lot of us learn how to play instruments or got into instruments because we were in the church choir and the church needed a band, the church needed a drummer, or whatever, a pianist, and you kind of taught
Right.
from there. Did yours was yours like that?
No, it wasn't like that. I took formal lessons, except I actually taught myself to play a couple instruments as well.
Okay,
But I was in the church choir.
okay, okay. You said you was.
Yes, I was in the church choir.
Oh, okay. So, oh, okay. Now what's your genre of music that you like?
Which genre of music do you
Yeah.
like?
Yes.
I'm kind of all over the place. And I know it sounds cliche when someone says that, but I like pop, rock, soul, um, big jazz fan,
Okay.
gospel music.
A little
I'm
bit
all
of
over.
everything.
I,
A little
I
bit
just
of
don't.
everything.
I just don't like anybody shouting at me, cussing at me, or screaming at me.
I heard that. I don't like that either. So, okay. So, what was some of your biggest influences? For someone that just the music hit his soul and went out. What were some of your biggest influences as far as voice music?
Well, I already mentioned Dear Paul and John Oates. They were a big influence on me. Of course, I didn't know them. And then as I got older and wanted to learn how to play guitar, my brother was an influence on me because he knew how to play guitar. And I went to him for one lesson. He taught me some things, and then I just took off and learned from there.
Okay.
Then later on, some of my big influences were my music professors at Longwood University. That really inspired me to do my best.
Can you guys hear on TikTok? Because he's coming in really low. So, um, now, um, now you're in the Chesapeake area of
Yeah.
Virginia. You're based here. In opportunities, are there opportunities here for you as far as, I mean, are there good opportunities? Everything goes good as far as opportunity in this area?
You'll have to define what you mean a little bit.
I mean, you're based in Chesapeake. Has that influenced your work and opportunities being here in Chesapeake? I mean, were you based someplace? Did you live somewhere else? How have the opportunities been for you being here in Chesapeake doing what you do?
Well, they've been very good, especially since I'm in the Greenbrier area. I'm at a kind of a cross section, and I always try to stay near the interstate as well.
Mm,
So
okay.
my location has been really good for a lot of people. And also, like you said, the fact that I do virtual
Mm-hmm.
as well.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any type of projects or collaborations? And before I go on and finish, you answer that question, I want to say that I love the idea that you put this talent show on every year. I really do because there's a lot of people that's learning things and people don't get a chance to see or the opportunity to display what they learned. And everyone wants to show off what they've learned. I don't care who it is. If you took something and you learned something from music to a degree, you want to show that off to people. And not all the time the opportunity avails itself in order to do that. But you go out of your way and have a talent show for these people every year, that your clients that have invested their money into what you're pouring out to them. I think that's such a good thing. I think that is such a good thing. Now, when you do those talent shows, do you pick the talent or you ask anyone if they want to be in the talent show?
I let anyone that wants to be in the show be in the show.
Okay. And you work with them on their songs, I assume. whatever it is they want to do. Okay.
Right. Yeah, and that's an important point too, is that I let them choose what songs they want to perform. I don't choose it for them.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Now your how would you describe your entertainment style? What type of style entertainment do you have? I mean, are you breaking out the whips and the rulers and popping and popping people hands? I don't know, Chris. You seem kind of shrewd sometime. You'd probably be mean to me.
No, I'm the complete opposite of a normal music teacher. I'm a jokester.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So even I mean, even when they're not following the instructions as you give them, you're still that jokester and that patient person.
Absolutely.
Mm. Okay.
Too many too many music teachers are uptight and ornery and
Yes. Yes.
want things a certain way, and I'm not that way at all.
Okay. So you try to enlighten your lessons so the people will just continue to go on because nothing's worse than going to a horrible mean teacher. I mean, unless they're really teaching something really spectacular that you need, I don't want to be. I don't want to be around horrible.
I don't want to either, and I've been around plenty of them, and that's why I'm not that way.
Okay, well that's good. So, what's your process when you're creating or preparing for a performance, either yourself or one of your clients? What's the process that you do? You give them pep talks? Do you rub the shoulders, or what is it that you do?
Um, well, if it's me, it's a totally different process. Um, if it's working with a client, I'm just getting them to be the best that they can be, um, not try to be like anybody else. I
Mm.
want my singers to have their own voice, their own style, sing it their own way.
So, do
People,
you talk to the students into doing that because it's a lot of people that try to sound like
yeah,
that person on the song that they want to sing, and they try to sound like it. And some of them, with practice, actually nails it. And you think that their voice is great. You think they have this nice voice, but then you give them another song to sing, and it's all cracked up.
yeah, that's why I don't do that. I don't want anybody to imitate anybody because then they're not true to themselves.
Hmm.
I want them to find their own voice and learn to use their own voice and sound like the same person on every song and throughout every song they sing.
Hmm. I don't blame you. I don't think that's a good thing at all. I don't think that's a good thing. Um, so do you prefer live performances or you prefer studio quality to studio creativity or which one?
Well, one of the reasons I call myself creative music is because I'm a creative person, and that's the way I think, that's the way I operate, that's the way I make decisions, everything. So creativity can happen live, it can happen in the studio, it can happen wherever you are. It's just a different environment that you have to adjust to.
Okay. Okay. What challenges have you faced in the industry, the entertainment industry? I know I face a lot of challenges in the entertainment industry. Well, the music or entertainment industry. What type of challenges have you faced, and how did you overcome
Well, one of the biggest challenges that I face is people think they can learn to sing or learn an instrument through using an app or YouTube.
them? So they come to you thinking that they know it already, and when you ask them, you find out they done did something on YouTube or some app they done downloaded.
Yes, or they stop taking lessons to do that or something like that.
Okay. Hello. You faded off. Did you walk off?
I'm here.
Okay. Okay, I'm trying to get my TikTok people to hear you. Mhm. See if I could turn it up a little bit. Let's see if I could get some more out of this, some more volume out of here without getting the static. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, I can't seem to get it without getting the static. I don't know why it's sounding that way, but I can't seem to get you any louder than what I have already. Um, okay, so let's just go keep it moving. And what keeps you motivated? I mean, when you face rejection, and what type of rejection would you face in this type of, industry, except for a person not wanting to use your services?
I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't get any other rejection in terms of that uh, area. Um, the Getting back to the challenges that I face, a lot of it is just the personal finances that people find themselves in,
Okay,
economy and things like that.
because it's the entertainment. One thing I find out, one thing I realize about the economy is that people pick and choose their own battles. They pick and choose who they want to pay and what they want to pay for. Like when COVID came, no one was really paying for entertainment, because it wasn't a necessity.
Ironically, the year of COVID was my best year in business.
What? It was my worst. It was your best and my worst. So were these online clients? You had a lot of online clients?
I had online clients and I had in-person clients too. We had a whole nation with nothing to do, and so I was working around the clock.
Well, I figured mine's was I had just opened my studio and I hadn't really got a chance to go out and advertise and do anything yet when COVID hit. So I know that that has a lot to do with mine, but I also know that it wasn't on a necessity list of things that the family need.
Right.
So I looked at it um, that way. So okay, so what advice would you give to an up and coming artist in Chesapeake trying to break into the entertainment scene? What type of advice would you give them?
Uh, First, you have to be really patient because it's going to take a while to get your name noticed, your talent noticed, get your stuff going around. And the other advice is you've got to be thoroughly practiced, thoroughly ready, thoroughly know what you're doing in front of a crowd, in front of anybody, anytime, so that because people will be dismissive of a lack of talent really fast in this day and age.
Yeah, they'll boo you when you go up on karaoke. No, they won't. No, I haven't seen anybody really get booed off of karaoke, even if they couldn't sing. But it is a tough industry. You got to be prepared for that. I mean, just going out. Um, I did some events, and not me singing personally, but I've had events where the people are sitting out in the audience, and they just have this look like I'm waiting for you to entertain me. You know, that's what
Yeah.
I paid for. That's what I'm here for you to entertain me. And not all the time you can bring a smile to that person's face, at least not right in the beginning. You got people that's just waiting. Everybody, you walk out on stage and everybody's giving you this look. Like, what are you
Yeah.
getting ready to do? I mean, that has to be the most nervous thing. And that's the thing that I couldn't understand with entertainers, with people that entertain. I got to give them credit for that because I've had entertainers that came in from out of state, and because they were not familiar in Virginia with these people that just sat around basically with the look, entertain me. That can't be easy.
No, it's not easy at all. In a
Mm-mm.
way, as a musician, you're kind of, in a manner of speaking, you're kind of a salesman, and you have to convince people that not only are you good, but you're authentic.
Mm-hmm.
You can do those two things without worrying how they're looking at you.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of have to ignore the people. Like, put it. I see why some entertainers wear sunglasses. If I was a singer or some place like that or entertainment or doing that, I'd probably go out on stage with sunglasses on because I would feel comfortable.
That makes sense.
I would feel more comfortable than looking directly.
Well, you were at my talent show.
Yes,
You probably thought the singers were looking into the audience.
yes.
They weren't. I taught them to look at above people's heads and not look at the people directly.
Oh,
That's a little trick to so you won't psych yourself out.
okay, okay. You know what I was looking for? I was looking for the lady who sung at last. Do you have her video up on YouTube, or is there some place I could play that so the people could hear um, the range in her voice as her music instructor? What you've done?
You can look on the Creative Music page,
It's
Creative Music Entertainment on
the
Facebook.
website. Oh, the Facebook. Okay, let me go to Facebook. I'm gonna go to your I'm gonna go to your thing.
You'll have to scroll down a little bit to find what's just her.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm going down. I'm going down, and I'm on his Facebook page. And this is I see her. Oh no, that's everyone else. Do you have one of just her?
Yes, there's one of just her.
Okay, so I'm gonna go look down. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. Mm. Does she sing the whole song?
No, it's only a clip.
It's only a clip. You don't have her singing the whole song, huh?
No.
Okay. Well, we're gonna play this clip. This is from one of Chris's students. She sung the song at last, and this is just a small clip to hear, so you can hear the range in her voice um, from her lessons. And she did look like she was looking at me. She looked like she was looking at everybody, and I'm pretty sure everyone thought that. So that is a good thing to teach. So let me go and play this one. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can get it started. That's all it is. It's just that little script. If I'd known that, I would just go ahead and I would have just went on and recorded, played it. But I have it. I don't have it set up. I didn't have it set up. I thought maybe you had a YouTube page or something where you could hear the whole thing. But that was just a sample of a voice. Now, when she came in there for voice lessons, what type of what area did she need help with? If you're allowed to speak on it.
Uh, I can say in general terms, she needs and needed help on the same area that everybody else does. And I'm going to sound like a cliche: breathing.
Breathing. Hmm. Hmm. So I guess I guess if you're a good swimmer, you can be a good singer too as well.
I have found, that's a good point. I have actually found that a lot of my good breathers in singing have swimming in their background.
Really? Yeah, because in swimming, you have to have more of a controlled, you have to have control over your breathing or you'll drown. So I could see where that correlation would be. Okay, now if you what projects you got any projects coming up that you're excited about or anything like that?
No, we're just kind of settling in at the end of the year, kind of a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and starting to look at next year and where we're going to go from this point forward.
Okay. So where do you see yourself in your brand in the next 5 years?
Honestly, just keeping doing what I'm doing. It's working well. Um, I, People are happy with the service that they get, and just want to keep expanding. And if we get a larger school, that's fine. If we don't, that's fine as well. We're just going to keep on putting the work in and doing what needs to be done.
Okay. And if you weren't in entertainment, where would you be? Well, what else would you be doing? Have you did this all your life? Have you ever tried to veer off and do something else or
Well, initially, what I did was church music,
okay.
which I still do on the side. Um, if I were going to do anything other than this full time in music, it would be songwriting.
Songwriting? Okay.
Yeah,
Have you written songs?
yeah, I've written about 2,000 songs.
What? So what you gonna do with them?
I have no idea.
You don't see if any of your students wanna tackle them or play
I
them?
have, I have had some students do that before in shows and things like that. Um, I've performed some of them in church before. I've got one student that wants to record some of the songs that I do have.
Oh, okay. He has a recording studio.
Do I have one?
I said he has one. One of your he or she.
Oh no. They would have to go to a recording.
Mm, 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 mm. So, so what would you be doing if you wasn't doing this?
Writing songs.
Oh, writing songs. That's right. Songwriter. Like the guy on the Five Heartbeats. That movie. You ever saw that movie? The Five
Yeah.
Heartbeats. Yeah, he was just all he was mainly just a songwriter. A song. Now, do you write your songs out of poetry or out of emotions or out of life? You know, life happenings.
Both.
Both. Okay.
Just
Okay.
depends on. I'm a different kind of songwriter. Whereas some start with the melody or the music, or some start with the poetry. I actually do both at the same time.
Okay. All right. Okay. What's something your fans might not know about you? Your students or what is it that they something about you that they may not know?
Something they may not know because it's never been specifically said, and something a lot of people don't know is I am a music teacher. That is my main priority is teaching music. Most of the music teachers that are out there are teaching music on the side.
Mm. Okay.
Entertain people, be in a band, be out performing, and they're just trying to make a little extra money on the side. Um, I am one of the few, very few, that I'd rather be teaching.
Okay. Okay. Now I know you're teaching all day and you took this time to take this interview, so I'm not going to take up too much of your time. But the last thing I want to ask is if you was to describe your journey that you've had in 3 words, what would they be?
Um, Overcoming,
Mm-hmm.
um, adapting,
Mm-hmm.
and authenticity.
Authenticity. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. So, tell people about where they can contact you, where they can find out information about you. I was trying to pull your picture back up. Yeah, where they can contact you, how they can find out information about you, and whatever else you want people to know about what you do.
The easiest way to find out information about us is go to our website, which is Creative Music VA, as in Virginia, VA.net. It's creativemusicva.net. Or you can call or text me directly, 757-236-2609. I'll say that again, 757-236-2609. And I encourage you that no matter how young or old you are, music can still be a primary focus in your life, or a secondary hobby, something you really enjoy.
Yeah.
We've got a ton of adult students. It's not just for kids. We work with your schedule. We really focus on you as an individual, rather than taking a cookie cutter approach like many people do.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. And that's good because people want to know that they're getting their money's worth. Everybody wants to, money is hard to come by,
That
especially in
is,
this government.
that's
So
true.
people want to know. Now, I did a commercial with Chris when I went and looked at the talent show, when I went and saw his talent show. Now, I'm just going to play that commercial because that commercial displays some other talent and it also gives you information about how to contact him that's a little bit louder in case you guys didn't hear. So I'm going to play this commercial that I made, LJDN Radio on the go with Chris. Here we go. Oh, okay. As soon as I get the bottom.
What if your hidden talent just needed the right stage? At Creative Music and Entertainment, they help kids and adults unlock their musical gifts.
Oh, her. Do you have one of her?
From guitar and piano to voice and performance. Located in the Greenbrier area of Chesapeake, they offer personalized lessons and creative support to help you grow with confidence. Call 757-236-2609 or visit www.creativemusicva.net. Creative Music and Entertainment, your talent deserves this.
Hey everybody, this is Lena Jones on LJD and Radio on the Go, and I am now visiting a new venture. This one is a talent show. Just finished watching Chris Media Entertainment. What's the name?
Creative Music and Entertainment Plus.
Creative Music and Entertainment Plus, right here in Chesapeake. He gives lessons in music.
Music, voice, piano, guitar, bass, a bunch of other instruments, drama, art, even stand-up comedy.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. We didn't see a comedian up there today, but we saw a lot of talent. And as you see, you're going to see little bits and pieces of what he offers. His services is open for business right here in Chesapeake.
CreativeMusicVA.net, and our information should be there. You can fill out a interest form, or our phone number's there. If you want to contact us, it's fine.
All right. And thank you once again. This is LJDN Radio on the Go. Make sure you listen to LJDN Live on Mondays and Thursdays from 10 o'clock to 1. Okay, that was that was her our his our little commercial that we did for him. You definitely guys have to check him out. Any last words, Chris? Because I know you got a student probably on his way.
Sure do. Just hope everybody's doing well and make music a big part of your life.
All right. Make music. Now, you guys have to excuse Chris. He is very shy. So he may not, you may not have gotten out of him what you expected to get out of him, but I suggest that you call him and you contact him on a one-on-one basis um, and talk with him, and he'll be able to tell you what it is that he needs, the pricing, and what it is that you guys can do together. But until then, Chris, creative music and entertainment, we're going to let you go. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you
thank
for
you so much.
joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let him go. And we are going to get back to the music on LJDN Radio. This is Soulful Monday. So we are playing soul music right now. And in about 4 minutes, we're going to go to the independent artist playlist. Things that he worked with. Independent artists. Until then, thank you, TikTok.